Hello, guys, this is Nelson, and today I'm going to be talking about, or I'll be answering the question that is whether you should or should not draw from imagination, or whether you should use reference and when to use reference. Well, this is a question that, believe it or not, I've been asked frequently. When I draw, people ask me, do I use reference? And the simple answer is, it depends. It depends if I remember what I'm drawing or not. If I remember what I'm drawing, well, definitely I don't need a reference. But if I don't remember what I'm drawing, or I don't know what exactly I'm drawing, for instance, if I'm drawing a car, obviously I don't remember how everything looks or where the proportions are, or definitely I will use a reference. But using reference is nothing to be ashamed about. People might say, hey, you're using a reference or a photo, you're kind of cheating. Not really. A lot of the biggest artists in the world have used reference for their artwork. You name it, Da Vinci, Michelangelo, they've used reference. And a lot of artists nowadays have a vast library of reference when they use. Now, if you're a comic book artist, of course, at the beginning, a lot of comic book artists, say for instance Jim Lee, they use reference, but because the type of job they do requires for them to be drawing almost every single day, well, obviously there's a point where they don't need references anymore, because that's what they do every single day. They draw the same characters, proportions and stuff like that. And I'm sure whenever it comes to the point where they have to draw a building or a car or some sort of structure, they will occasionally use references. I think one of the only few artists that I've seen that I've never seen use reference is Kim Jong-gi, but Kim Jong-gi is on another level, and even he's admitted that he learned how to observe and how to see things and basically use references in his own mind. But definitely Kim Jong-gi is definitely on another level. It's not, I don't even think he's human. But anyways, using reference is all good. It's nothing to be ashamed about. It's always very helpful. And to be honest, when you use reference, if you do a drawing, say from a picture, from a photo, which I strongly recommend actually. I recommend using photos instead of using drawings from other people. Using a lot of real life reference is really good. And then you kind of implement it in your own style and make it and basically connect the dots. And so that's what it is. Drawing from reference is to connect dots and combine stuff that you have learned from drawing from real life and putting them together and kind of creating your own thing. And that's when you actually implement your imagination to a certain piece of art. There's a lot of people out there that say, you're drawing a car, but a car, you should remember how a car looks, because that's something we see every single day. But let's be honest, the brain doesn't really work that way. We tend to cancel certain memories in our brain or shut them down. And you might obviously know how a car looks like. It has 4 doors, has 4 wheels, but you don't know necessarily you don't remember necessarily how the curves look, or the angles, or what shape is the logo of the car. So that's when you go and searching the reference. That some people call it observational drawing, which is okay. I guess that's another way to call it. But I call it using reference. And it's, like I said, there's nothing wrong with using reference as long as you use them as a way of information for your drawing, and maybe implement your own drawing and make some changes. The other days I was drawing this soldier from the Vietnam War, and I used an old photo from the Vietnam War, black and white photo, and I drew it. It was a very quick sketch, like probably 15 minutes, and incredibly enough, I remember what I did. The next day, I did not have the reference in front of me, but I remember what I did, and I actually drew that same soldier. I would say with far more details, because I started implementing stuff that I have practiced before. I even made some changes to the gun. I made some changes to the uniform as well as its pose. And that's what you gotta do, is basically when you're drawing from reference, you basically put the dots together and just create your own thing. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Like the drawing that you see right in front of you is a combination of different drawings that I've done before. I put them together and I came up with this artwork, and it's all about just creating. Anyways, guys, I gotta say goodbye for now, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, like, and I'll be seeing you around with another video. Bye bye. Take care now.